Hey, I'm Avery and I'm here to show you how to play my game, Notorious. To set up the game, give every player a player board. This is where you play your critters down that you're going to be sending into battle. 3 nuts, 4 berries, their starting deck, as well as their clout tracking cube. Next thing you want to do is set up the pond. The pond is the in-game marketplace where you can attract and recruit new for-hire critters. You can also recruit new mobsters, buy gear, and you draw action cards. So shuffle the action cards, put it on the spot labeled action. Shuffle the for-hire critters, draw 5, and place them in order from left to right from lowest to highest clout. If multiple numbers are the same, put it in the order of drawn. Then place the mobsters that are pre-printed on the board into appropriate piles. One for every player color for the drop, Gus the Capo, Butterfingers the Thief, Shifty the Consigliere, and the Underboss. And then do the same for the gear. The pond is now set up, and this is where you're going to go in between rounds to recruit new critters. Shuffle the situation deck, and there's 12 situation cards in the game. You're going to be playing 1 for every round at the start of each round. First thing you're going to do is draw a situation card, read the situation out loud, and it might have an impact on how you play the game this round. Starting with the player with the first player token, that player gets to spend their berries to recruit either a for-hire critter from the top row and then draw an action card, recruit a mobster from the bottom row and then draw an action card, or either pay 1 berry to draw an action card or 1 berry to draw as much gear that they have in that pile. Now, those cards go directly into your hand. They don't go onto your draw deck and they don't go in your discard pile. Now I'm going to show you how the deploy, reveal, battle, and cleanup phase works in Notorious for a 2-player game. We have the green player as player 1 and the red player as player 2. We both have our new hands ready to go. Green player has the Godfather, Suit the Fixer, Digit the Bean Counter, the Pew, Scraps the Thug, and the Nut Shot. And the red player has Don Tortelli, the Godfather, Milton the Mole, Cheeks the Henchman, Scraps the Thug, and Scraps the Thug. And both players will simultaneously play cards face down until we both pass. Now, we're not going to know what each other are playing, but in this example, you're going to be able to see what both players play at the time that we play them. So player 1 is going to do a nut shot there. Then he's going to play Scraps the Thug, the Godfather, Suit the Fixer, and Digit the Bean Counter. And you'll see as these cards get revealed what happens. Now, player 2, he's going to start with Don Tortelli, and then Milton the Mole, Scraps the Thug, the Godfather, and Cheeks the Henchman, and his other copy of Scraps the Thug. So he's going to go all in. Player 1 is going to save his copy of Le Pew for a later round. Both players have an action card. Player 1 has Say Hello to My Little Friend, and that's going to add 2 clout. Or player 2 has Swim with the Fishes, and that's going to be able to take out a critter that has 4 or less clout. Now that all players have played cards face down, we move into the reveal phase. So we start with player 1 and reveals the Nut Shot. Since it's a gear, nothing happens at the moment. Player 2 reveals Don Tortelli. We add 2 to his clout. Player 1 flips over Scraps the Thug. We add a 1 to his clout. Player 2 reveals Milton the Mole. Now, what happens if your revealed critter has that curvy arrow on the card? That means that this ability gets activated the moment you flip this card over. And Milton the Mole has a neat ability to swap one critter with another player. And so we're going to take one of these face down cards from player 1, and we wouldn't know what he had played. We're going to take this one. He gets our copy of Milton the Mole. We took his Digit the Bean Counter. So we're going to get to activate Digit later on during the battle phase. Player goes back to player 1. He flips over the Godfather. We're going to add 8 for a total of 9. The Godfather also has a 1 reveal ability. His lets you promote a Scraps the Thug to be Cheeks the Henchman. So we take this copy of Scraps the Thug, remove it from the game, and replace it with our own Cheeks the Henchman. So we go from a 1 to a 3 clout. We add 2 more clout to get to 11. We go back to player 2. He flips over another Scrap. Okay, we're going to reveal our next card. And we revealed Suit the Fixer. Now, Suit the Fixer can take out a critter that has 5 or less clout. And we are going to take out Scraps the Thug. We can't take out Don Tortelli because Don Tortelli needs a 6 or higher to take him out. So we can take out Scraps the Thug. We don't want him to be promoted to a Cheeks. Drop down player 2's clout from 3 to 2, and we add 5 to ours. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're at 16. Player 2 has 2. Then player 2 flips over his next card. It is the Godfather. We're going to add 8 to that to go up to 10. Now, we had just taken out his copy of Scraps. He can't promote it. And he flips over his next card. Cheeks. We're going to add 3. 1, 2, 3. He's at 13. We're at 16. And he's going to flip over his last card, another copy of Scraps. So 14. 14 to 16. Now that the reveal phase is over, we will move on to the battle phase. And during the battle phase, the things that you can do here are play action cards. You can play some action cards during the battle phase, or you can activate abilities. Now, the ability we can activate at the moment, we can do a nut shot, and that's going to be, we can spend 2 berries or 1 nut to take out a critter that has 4 or less clout. Let's activate our nut shot. We're gonna spend 1 nut to do it. We're gonna keep our berries for later. Spend the 1 nut. Let's take out Cheeks. We don't want his copy of Cheeks to be out there giving us trouble. Boom. Cheeks dead. 1, 2, and 3, down to 11. Now, since we activated a nut shot, it does get removed and will go into the discard pile. If he activated Digit, he can add 3 clout, 1, 2, 3, to his clout total. Now, it's going to go back to player 1. Now, there's nothing that we want to do at the moment. We're just going to hang tight and pass. So it's going to go to the next player. He is going to play Swim with the Fishes. He's going to play this, and he's going to use it to take out our copy of Cheeks. Cheeks is going to go to a discard pile. This action card goes back to the action card discard pile, and we subtract 3. 1, 2, 3. Now, we have 13, and they have 14. I don't know what happened, but I thought we were going to win this for sure. Luckily for us, our action card, say hello to my little friend, add 2 clout. We're back on top at 14. That card gets discarded. We have 15 clout, and now they have 14 clout. Player's going to go back to player 2, and he doesn't have anything left he can do. He has no cards on his hand and no action cards, and he's activated all his critters' abilities. So this ends the battle phase, and we go into the cleanup phase. The first step in the cleanup phase is you collect a berry for every empty space on your player board, including ones that were full that have either been gear that's been activated or critters that have been taken out. So we, as player 1, we will collect 3 berries. Player 2 will collect 2 berries. Now remember, berries can get used later on in the recruitment phase to recruit more critters. Now the next step is to collect nuts equal to our clout. We have 15. We will collect 15 nuts, and they have 14, and they will collect 14 nuts. A very close one. We won the round. Okay, after we collect our nuts, now we can activate critters' abilities during the cleanup phase. And in this case, it's only going to be Scraps. This version of Scraps, he can be promoted to Cheeks the Henchman. So he's going to do this right now. This copy of Scraps is going to get removed from the game. We're going to put Cheeks the Henchman in place. And the neat thing about promoting during the cleanup phase is Cheeks is going to go directly onto that player's draw pile. So he can't be used next round. Now, all the critters and gear that were used are going to go into our discard pile. Milton is going to go back to player 2. We're going to get our digit. And the Godfather is going to get discarded. Dondratelli stayed out because he has an ability called Stays in Play. He's going to stay in play until he gets taken out. Now, he has a permanent 2 clout, so player 2 is always going to have a little bit extra clout right off the bat. But now that means that 1 space is taken out. The first player marker gets passed to the player who scored the least clout this turn, which was player 2. After the cleanup phase, we go back to the pond gets refilled with new critters, and then play commences this way for a total of 6 rounds. And at the end of the game, whoever has the most nuts is the winner.